Hiya, friends. Prepared Suburbanite back at you. I started today with the grandest of plans. Checked the weather report last night before bedtime and found that we were supposed to have a fairly dry morning and afternoon thunderstorms. Very typical weather for this time of the year in North Carolina. I confirmed that with the weather this morning and found that fairly dry, 15% maybe during the morning hours, and later this afternoon after 2 or 3 o'clock, the potential for some afternoon thunderstorms. So I figured, hey, I can get the lawn mowed, I can get the trimming done, I can get some work done in the garden, all before it starts raining. So got up early, did my usual morning, and after breakfast, I bent over to put my socks on and my work boots and ready to head out. My wife looked up and said, "Wow, look at it rain." And I turned and looked, and it was coming down in buckets. I'll bet you we got 3/4 of an inch of rain in an hour and a half, and it was pouring. Everything was absolutely soaked. So obviously, my grand plans for getting some work done outside ended up being dashed by the downpour. So I decided to play around with this technology that I've had for quite a while. This is Cyberlink's screen recorder, and it's part of the Power Director pack that you can purchase from Cyberlink. Pretty good video editor, been using it for a while, and I've really never been able to perfect exactly how to use this screen recorder, but a lot of folks use it for live streaming, for capturing their screen if they want to display a news article and talk about it and that kind of stuff. So it works pretty well. I spent most of the time trying to get the audio to work right with my microphone here, trying to get the video's clarity and the background and the gamma and the contrast and all that to come out right. I don't have the best camera sitting on top of my computer here, but it seems to get the job done. And so we're going to try it, at least for today. So what I've been really concerned about is what's happening in the news. And you just never know what you're going to hear next in the news. We're hearing all about the cocaine that was found in the White House and how the Secret Service says, oh, we don't know where it came from, but we didn't ask anybody that would be a potential suspect either. It sounds pretty crazy to me. Right now, we've got 2 or 3 FBI whistleblowers giving testimony to subcommittees and committees in Congress right now, and they're vowing to tell the truth, and that's probably a good thing. But it's all pointing back to all the news and revelations about the Biden crime family and the bribes and the shakedowns and the stuff that was on Hunter Biden's computer and his laptop and all that. So that's what you see when you look at conservative news sites and websites and things like that. On the other side of the aisle, you've got the pundits and talking heads saying, oh, all that stuff that the conservatives and the Republicans are talking about, that's all just a distraction so that you don't see what's really going on, and it's all hidden from you because you're so involved in all these conspiracy theories about the Bidens that you're missing the point on what's going on with the real criminal, Donald J. Trump. Well, Yeah, he's been notified that he could potentially be indicted for the third time later this week, and he got a letter apparently on Sunday from the Department of Justice saying that he was a leading suspect in their ongoing January 6th investigations, and that kind of a letter would lead anyone to believe that it's very possible for him to be indicted and arrested for whatever crimes they've conjured up in relation to whatever happened on January 6th. And there is more. What's going on in Michigan, where the Michigan AG just found or just filed charges against a bunch of what they call false delegates to the Republican group in the 2020 election. So they're facing felony charges there. There's potential stuff going on in Georgia right now with some shenanigans that they're planning to hang on Trump, and what's going on in New York right now against Trump and Trump Organization and all that. This whole thing is just never going to stop. I think Mark Levin said it right just the other night, that all this activity by the Department of Justice and all these lawsuits and all these indictments and arrests and all that of Donald Trump is really nothing but election interference on behalf of the Democrats to secure Joe Biden's second term. And I think he's absolutely spot on with that, and I'm very, very concerned about the direction that our country's going right now. Obviously, the Democrats are much better at electioneering, I guess that's the word, than the Republicans are. Oh, they know how to ballot harvest. Oh, they know how to keep dead people on the rolls. They know how to, they're the masters at gerrymandering, even though they accuse us of being the masters of gerrymandering. If you've been paying attention, there was a judge's order in New York State that's going to end up redrawing the districts in the state of New York. And it's potential that we could lose 4 or 5 seats in the House because of the redistricting. Now, I don't know how it was done before, if it was legal or if it wasn't, or if it was fair or what it wasn't, but they never stop. And they are relentless in their attacks, as you can see with what they're doing against Donald Trump and his organization right now. We've got a responsibility as patriots. That's the right word. We've got a responsibility to stick up for what's right, to do what's right, to memorize the Constitution and to know what it says and know what it limits. And it limits the government. It doesn't limit us. Stand up for what you believe in. Get out, volunteer, get the word out if you have to. Get in contact with your local Republican Party, your local whatever party, and see what you can do to help. You can volunteer, you can answer phones, you can make phone calls, you can canvass neighborhoods, you can pass out literature, you can volunteer at different events and things. It's all going to be worthwhile if we can prevail and make it to November of 2024 and make the changes that are necessary to keep our country pointed in the right direction. This is the Prepared Suburbanite reminding you to be prepared always, and I'll see you all on the next video.